people who have actually messaged me to say that they won't be able to join because it's of the different time zone. So we will be recording this and we will put it in our main Telegram group after this AMA is completed. Okay, for those people who do not know me, I'm Mog. Okay, I've just joined this project as the lead mod about slightly more than 1 week plus. Okay, so in future you'll probably be listening to me more. Okay, I've been a lead mod in a few other projects. I believe some of you have actually known me from some other projects previously where I'm the person who usually do the AMA. Okay, today I'm here to update you guys on what's actually happening. A lot of things to update. I'll try my best to see whether I can cover as much as possible. It took me 1 week to understand what this project is all about. I had meeting with Tigger and Bunny Master, and I can be able to update you. As usual, for those people who do not know me, I'm just a lead mod. I'm working here, and I'm somebody that Miss Tigger knows that one of the conditions that I've joined this project is that I speak my mind and I'm a transparent person. So for anybody who have any questions, be it a sensitive one or you want to be direct to ask me any question, you can go forward to ask me. That's my style. You can ask me anything you want. If I have an answer, I will give it to you. If I do not have an answer, I will definitely get back to you. Okay, in my previous project that I'm in, I received many DMs directly, and I've never stopped myself from replying to anyone. As long as you have a genuine question to ask me as an investor, I will definitely reply to you. And if something is not correct, I would definitely say it's not correct. Okay, so okay, let's start with some of the updates that I have. I will share with you some of the updates, what is going on behind the scenes with the team, because for the past few weeks they have been really busy working on some of the things. So I shall be updating you a lot of things today, and some detailed things as well, so that you guys understand and will not be asking the same thing. So I'll be a bit detailed today because I know that there are a lot of people who will be listening to the recorded AMA later on. So after whatever I've shared, as usual, I will open up to any questions. So as long as you have a valid question, you can feel free to actually ask me, and I'll definitely reply you to the best of my capability. Okay, bear in mind that I've just joined this project about 1 week plus, so I will try my best to be able to answer you. As mentioned, if I cannot answer any question, I will get back to you guys through DM. Okay, firstly, some updates on the PINFTAGRAM. Now, as you know that the titanium people already tried minting. We even have a small competition going on. After this AMA, I will be posting a poster to show the pictures of all the people who have actually whose NFT has been selected. So after this AMA is completed, I'll be sending a poster. At the poster will be all the 20 minted NFT. So if you see your NFT image inside the poster, means you're one of the winner. Okay, and we will be sending to your wallet within the next 24 hours your 10 PINFTAGRAM token that you have actually won. Okay, so the winners have been picked for the PINFTAGRAM mint the NFT. Okay, second thing will be after this AMA is completed, we will be launching the PINFTAGRAM to the public. Okay, so after this AMA is completed within 24 hours tomorrow, we would be launching the PINFTAGRAM. We will be sending our mass marketing. I'll be sharing with you some of the marketing that we are actually doing for our PINFTAGRAM later, so that you guys can get excited about it. Okay, so PINFTAGRAM will be launched 24 hours from now. Okay, the winner of the minting, we would set it out after this AMA is completed. Okay, so that is the update on the PINFTAGRAM. Now, a lot of people are actually asking. So if a lot of people who are actually asking about the Tiggy Dex, when is Tiggy Dex going to be up? Because you're going to want to, some of you might want to swap or something like that. Now, just to be frank, the Tiggy Dex is actually not going to be released yet, because we just completed the last tier swap, which is the tier 5. Tier 5 swap was closed yesterday. Okay, so because we have promised to honor those lost rebase, those shortfall of rebase from those people who have actually swapped during the earlier tier, from tier 1 to tier 4, whatever that is due to the whatever rebase that is due, we would actually calculate it, and then once we actually get the final figure, we would actually drop it to you. I do not have the exact time, but later I would share with you why the exact time is actually not important. Okay, but the fact is the team wants to do the thing right, which is they want to make sure that we do not shortchange people who have swapped on the earlier tier, because a lot of people some of the people are actually asking, I've swapped during tier 2 or tier 3, okay, and then you are still not airdropping yet. I have lost out to a lot of potential airdrop that is supposed to be due. I mean, I've lost on a lot of rebase that is supposed to be due for rebase until now. So the team is really good on that. So they are going to definitely calculate the rebase and give it back to you on whatever that is due to you. Okay, so for this you can rest assured. So it will take some time to actually calculate the rebase and how many pentagram. So for that, Tiggy Dex will not be up yet for you all to swap first, meaning that you would only be able to use BUSD. That means that once we open up to public, okay, for those people who do not know, for our Pintagram platform, we have two forms of ways to mint it. One is actually using the Pintagram token. The other one will be using BUSD token. Okay, because we are one of the reasons why we are accepting BUSD is because we want to not only reach out to crypto people who are involved in WTF, but we want to reach out to crypto people who are not in this project. So by using BUSD, they are able to mint it. The cost of minting it for now, currently, once we launch, will be 1 BUSD, which means that just to mint an NFT, you just need to pay 1 BUSD. And we are not like the other some platforms, they actually charge for account opening. Although they do not have a mint fee, they have an account opening fee or application fee or processing fee. We do not have any processing fee, application fee, or whatever fee you call that. Okay, so there's no fees involved for opening an account. All we do is we only charge 1 BUSD as long as you want to mint uh, any images or any NFT. So for once it's launched, we are only accepting BUSD. Okay, because none of the people should have any pentagram tokens except some titanium people who will airdrop to test it out for 20 pentagram token. If not, nobody would be having pentagram token yet, because the team is taking time to calculate how much pentagram is supposed to be given to you based on the rebase that you ought to have. Okay, so for those people who are asking when Tiggy Dex is up, it's not up yet. So any minting on Pentagram is actually through BUSD. Now, the team is actually working behind the scene so that because for those people who know, NFT will be the next. It's actually a really big thing already. So for the next 1 to 2 years, it's really going to be huge, because there are a lot of corporate and commercial people who are actually using NFTs to implement in a lot of their projects and in a lot of their utilities. Some companies that we are looking to work together with is a ticketing company who sells concert tickets using NFTs. So that one is a big upcoming plan that we are going to share eventually. Now, one of the ways that we are going to penetrate into the commercial market is we are currently setting up a payment gateway whereby we are also able eventually to accept credit card as a form of payment for using the Pentagram platform. Meaning that even if you are not in any crypto, you are not into any projects, you are commercial, you can practically use your credit card and mint it with 1 USD. So this is huge. This won't be long. Once it's actually coming up, opening up for commercial purposes, we would announce to I would announce to the community that from now onwards we are going to accept credit card as a form of payment. So this is one of them. The second thing that we are going to launch from next week onwards is what we call our PINFTAGRAM Ambassador Programme. The details I would personally send out to the main Telegram group. we have this ambassador program where we are trying to encourage or recruit our community members. As long as you are investor for the White Tigger Finance, okay, you can apply to be our PINFTAGRAM Ambassador Program. Once you are enrolled in this, you have other benefits while you share to your community what our platform is, and for every projects that you actually refer to, you would actually get what we call a benefits to it, a certain percentage, and you will get some other vouchers as benefits for being our ambassador, whichever community you are. So if let's say, for example, you're from India, you can share with your friends and you will be assigned what we call an ambassador program, where you actually have a code, and using that code, you are able to share with other people. It comes with benefits. So we're going to roll out this ambassador program next week. I will share with you more details next week. Also, we'll be launching our NFT marketplace. This is the next one. Once our NFT marketplace is actually up, people can practically buy and sell their NFT in the marketplace. Okay, some of you already have our NFT, the Tigger Finance NFT. For those people who wants to sell, you are able to sell. Okay, but when I share later on, you will know why you shouldn't be selling it. Okay, so these are some of the updates for the PINFTAGRAM. Okay, I just want to need to go through because I have personally received a lot of people asking me about the airdrop on the PINFTAGRAM. So PINFTAGRAM airdrop will not be so soon yet. Okay, I will update you all because they have to calculate. Okay, let me go through what else I need to inform you on the PINFTAGRAM. Okay, let me just explain to you how the money actually works, and why I told you that that it does not matter when Tiggy Dex is actually up. Now, I need you guys to listen carefully because this is a bit detailed, and because this is recorded, it will benefit those people who are going to listen to this later on. Okay, let me explain to you because there are a lot of people asking me this question: is WTF, White Tigger Finance dead? Okay, I received a lot. I think I received about 15. They're asking me what's happening to WTF. Is it dead? Are we not going to utilize it? What are the ways that we're going to use to actually increase it or something like that? I would assume these are the people who have not swapped to PINFTAGRAM, or who have actually not or maybe swapped partially for the WTF. Now let me explain to you how this actually works. Now, remember we actually said that this PINFTAGRAM, what we are going to do is, once we roll out to the public, whatever money that is actually generated through the PINFTAGRAM, we would definitely return it back to our shareholders. Now, what do I mean by return back to our shareholders? If you actually see one of our business model in PINFTAGRAM, it actually says that as long as you are a PINFTAGRAM token holder, our revenue from PINFTAGRAM total, you actually get 25%. As long as you hold PINFTAGRAM token, which means that as long as you have PINFTAGRAM token, whether you swap tier 1 or tier 5, and eventually when we release out the Tiggy Dex, we would release out only for one way, which means that if you still have WTF, or if you want to buy WTF, you can actually swap it using the Tiggy Dex, but it's only one way. That means that you can swap from WTF to PINFTAGRAM, not the other way around yet at the moment. Okay, so if you buy WTF, you want to swap it to PINFTAGRAM, that's possible. So as long as you hold the PINFTAGRAM token, you are considered a PINFTAGRAM token holder. Okay, this is the first thing you need to know. Okay, so PINFTAGRAM token holder would have 25%. I would again list it down later in the main screen because I know you guys would definitely forget about it. So just remember for now that PINFTAGRAM token holder, you will hold 25% shares. Now, for those people who have invested in pre-sale, some are after sale. Some of you have received NFT. When you go inside your Tiggy Dash, you see that you have NFT. Even in your BSC scan, you see that you have NFT. We have released so far, if I'm not mistaken, 5 NFTs. Okay, so different people would have different NFTs. Some of you even have 5 NFT, the whole share. Now, if you are an NFT shareholder, you actually own 10%. That means that whatever money, whatever revenue we actually get from all the um, uh, minting of NFT down the months, down the weeks, for people who have NFT, you would have a 10% of the share. That means that 10% of whatever we earn will be distributed back to all the holders based on the proportion that you actually hold. Okay? And of course, there is the PAG people, which is 10%. Now, let's talk about the PINFTAGRAM token holder, the 25%. This is important. Now, this 25% on the PINFTAGRAM token holders, as long as you are still holding a PINFTAGRAM token, you are entitled to it. Once you swap it out, eventually when the Tiggy Dex is up, once you actually swap it out, you will not be able to get any money from the pot anymore. Now, this is very important because a lot of people, I'll be very blunt here because some of you know me from other projects before. Okay, the last project that I was actually in was a project also to do with rebase called FinoDAO. Okay, one of you asked me a question about FinoDAO. I promise you that I will answer it during my AMA here because I'm a transparent person. I told that guy before. Okay, and I know you probably will be listening to the on. Now, let me just explain. Um, I have spoken. I have spoken to the core team of this project. I've spoken to Miss Tigger and Bunny Master and another person. Okay, I sincerely know that they are sincerely building something that so far has nothing been seen in all the rebase and high APY. They are building what we call an ecosystem. Okay, and along the way, as I said, people makes mistakes along the way, they have improved along the way, they have to correct certain things. But the most important thing I actually got from them when I had a meeting with them all the time is they have this belief that they want to make sure that as long as you are an investor and you believe in our white tiger finance and bought in, it means they want to make sure that they will try their very best to make sure that all of us will be rewarded at the end of it. Now, why do I actually say that? Because one of the person, actually there are two persons who asked me this question. So I'm going to address this. You're going to ask me is, why do I think that this Tigger Finance is not to be another Fino? Because I was a lead mod at Fino. So they asked me, why will this not be another Fino? Now let me explain to you. I don't want to touch so much because I'm not somebody who likes to criticize about other projects. That's my style. Okay? Let me just explain to you. Fino was different because they only have one developer. It's only one man, and whatever they go through behind, the developer actually engage in external people. The difference between WTF is the core team has 7 people, and these 7 people know each other well. So because these 7 people are together and they are together, they know each other well. So it is not so easy for even if one person is not doing well, okay, everybody will support one another. And it is the team's dream to make sure that they build this ecosystem and last long. That is one of the reasons why there is such a thing like even if you swap your PINFTAGRAM from tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, they are even going to calculate back how much your rebase is supposed to be and convert it back to PINFTAGRAM tokens. I don't think any other projects are going to go through this amount to calculate and give you back what is the loss rebase that you have. That's one thing. Okay. Now the second thing is because they are transparent to me. I am somebody that when I do not understand, I will ask to the maximum to understand what's happening because I'm the one that have to be answerable to you guys. Because when you dare to ask me a question, I definitely dare to reply you. You see. Now, so let me explain back to the Tiggy Dex. No, they are sincerely trying to help people. And that is one of the reasons why they are allowing for the tier, for the PINFTAGRAM from the WTF to swap to PINFTAGRAM token at different tier with a better preferential rate. They actually do not need to do that. Just by swapping, they can actually offer 1-to-1. But they have been offering since the beginning for tier 1 all the way to tier 5. That is because they want to make sure that everybody who are invested in WTF from the very beginning will make sure that eventually they would get back at least to the bare minimum of what you've invested. I have not I have not been in any project for the past 8 years. For those people who know, I've been in this line for 8 years. So for those people, I have not met any project that can give me an assurance to say that no matter how bad it is, okay, because there are certain things in a rebase project that nobody can guarantee, because you cannot guarantee who buys and who sell, who dump and who do not dump. Some people dump very early when the price is high, and the people who come buy high, and then now the price is so low. A lot of people are not happy about that. But most of the projects that I'm exposed and I'm very experienced in APY projects. I've seen so many projects. Okay, I don't like to name names. Just letting you know, I've seen so many strong projects. Some are the pioneer of the projects. Look at their charts right now; they are going down. But and and this is something that nobody can control. I'm also an investor in some of the few early APY projects. I'm still holding until today. See, so there is something that we cannot control. But what makes this project different from the rest is the core team and the developer believes that to the bare minimum, they want to make sure that you get back what you've invested in. So because of that, they have come up with this ecosystem that will benefit in long run. Now I know that a lot of people are asking about the Tiggy Dex. Why? Very simple. They want to make sure that for example, I swap one WTF to PINFTAGRAM. For example, if you have swapped for the tier 5 recently, so if you have one WTF, you probably have 10 PINFTAGRAM. So they are waiting for the Tiggy Dex to be up, so that immediately when the Tiggy Dex is up, when they get the 10 PINFTAGRAM token, they're going to swap it back and they immediately go to sell it. Okay, this is a no-brainer, but it will be foolish to think that the team doesn't know this, or it will be foolish to think that the team is actually stupid. So that is the reason why the Tiggy Dex will not be up so soon yet. And that is also one of the reasons why we want to make sure that the people who have PINFTAGRAM token eventually would get what we call a monthly passive income. Now back to the question just now, when a lot of people asking, if that's the case, we can't swap it back to WTF, and then everything is actually at PINFTAGRAM, what will happen to WTF? Now, we still honor the WTF project, which means that stopped we have not stopped the rebase. I know of 3 projects, APY, that has completely stopped their rebase at all, because they don't want the supply to keep increasing and the price to keep going down. For our WTF, the rebase is not stopped at all. It still continues on. Now, what happens is, now this is not a financial advice, but because I'm not the developer team, I'm just another investor, but I just happen to be a lead mod, I can share with you openly what is the advantage of WTF and why it is not there. That is my opinion, totally. Now you see, anybody can buy WTF and you can actually trade. Once we allow people to swap from WTF to PINFTAGRAM, now we are going to allow that. I told you earlier on that the Tiggy Dex will be up for one-way traffic first, which is to swap from WTF PINFTAGRAM token. Now listen carefully. What happens is, I told you that as long as you hold a PINFTAGRAM token, you would get the share every month of how much we have actually accumulated. Correct? So if today I'm a new investor, okay, I happen to buy 100 WTF. Now I can choose not to swap to WTF first. I can choose to let it increase through rebase, because I told you that the rebase is not stopped at all. I can maybe let it rebase. After maybe 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, my 100 WTF can probably grow to 300 WTF. With this 300 WTF, on the 3rd month, I can choose to swap the gram. Once I swap to PINFTAGRAM, I would own 300 PINFTAGRAM token. Now, when I have 300 PINFTAGRAM token, means I am a PINFTAGRAM token holder already, which means from then onwards, I would get a percentage of the money pot on the PINFTAGRAM token holders. Now, if I buy more WTF, that would mean that when I swap to PINFTAGRAM, I would get more PINFTAGRAM. Now, when I have more PINFTAGRAM token, that would mean that my shares every month, the dividend will be much higher, because the dividend is distributed proportionate based on how much you actually own. from the PINFTAGRAM token. But of course, for you guys who have joined early in the pre-sale, and if you happen to have the one of the 5 or even altogether the 5 NFT, you definitely will earn another extra more from the NFT tokens that you have. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing, as an investor of PINFTAGRAM or WTF, when we allow people to mint, you can mint using PINFTAGRAM or BUSD. So what happens is every month you will be getting a BUSD plus PINFTAGRAM. It depends, because as I mentioned to you, eventually we allow 2 ways to mint an NFT. One is through PINFTAGRAM token, one is actually through BUSD. So we would definitely have a BUSD pot, we would definitely have a PINFTAGRAM pot. So for those people who are in WTF from the pre-sale, as long as you have PINFTAGRAM token, you actually will get the 2 money pot. Okay, I don't expect you all to understand completely. Okay, but along this entire week, because we are launching PINFTAGRAM, I will be engaging in the community more. I would share, and my mods would share more with you on how this actually works. Okay, all these numbers. Why it is important to hold on to your PINFTAGRAM token. Why, even though I might have once the PINFTAGRAM token is airdrop, why even I have PINFTAGRAM airdrop already. And even if I want to mint an NFT, why I should not even choose to use the PINFTAGRAM token to mint an NFT, but I rather choose one BUSD. Okay, along the way, we would for the next 2 weeks, we will come up with a few plans and diagram to educate the community, to explain to you why it's so important to hold PINFTAGRAM token. Why you want to mint, you should be using BUSD rather than PINFTAGRAM, because once you use PINFTAGRAM to token to mint, you lost that PINFTAGRAM token, that value. Okay, and that value goes to the pot, and that pot will be distributed to those people who have PINFTAGRAM token. Okay, as I mentioned, I don't expect you guys to understand it immediately, but in summary, let me just share by saying a simple thing, which is the more PINFTAGRAM token you hold, the more you will get as the months passes by. Okay, this is very exciting. So WTF definitely not dead. Why? Because they will still be, because tier 5, once we launch PINFTAGRAM already, which is within 24 hours from now, I've told you just now we're going to launch. Once we launch PINFTAGRAM already and we calculate all the tier, so tier 5 is already completed yesterday, so there is no more conversion anymore. So in future, the only way anybody would have who wants to share the PINFTAGRAM token pot, they have to buy WTF. They got no choice. In order for them to have that share, they have to buy WTF to swap it to PINFTAGRAM and hold that PINFTAGRAM. So in that way, WTF will keep giving rebates. WTF will still have value to it. Okay, and we will honor it. Okay, as I said, I don't expect you all guys to understand it. I'll put it in layman term, but I'll share more along the week, next 1 to 2 weeks, on how this actually works. Okay, so this is on the PINFTAGRAM, and to answer some of the questions, what happens to WTF? Are we going to do some buyback, burn, or whatsoever? We do not need to. Okay, because WTF is a way for people to actually get PINFTAGRAM token. There will be no other ways for people to get PINFTAGRAM token. And for those people who believe in the potential of NFTs, and you know how big NFT is going to be by reading in online, you would know the NFT will be huge eventually. So PINFTAGRAM is positioning ourselves to be one of the we are marketing to a lot of people and a lot of corporate companies to actually incorporate NFT as part and parcel of their business dealing. One of it is, I told you, is about the ticketing system that we are working together with, so that a ticketing company can sell tickets based on NFT. They do not need to print it out or something like that. Okay, so this is mainly on PINFTAGRAM altogether. Okay, the second part, I have a second part I need to share with you. So for those people who do not understand about the PINFTAGRAM token, do DM me or any of the mods, or ask in the main TG. I'm glad to answer all of you. Okay, now the second part is very important and also very, very interesting. I'm not sure whether any one of you, let me open up. I'm not sure any one of you remember, we actually said that we're going to have what we call a legal token. Legal play. We would have a new showcase on how we actually partner together with PINFTAGRAM. So on the okay, today is my time is a Saturday. Today is a Saturday. So on the 29th of July, we are going to launch our legal play. We are going to launch our legal play legal token. It is a new project. It is our this is not our second token. Okay, this is actually to showcase on how a partnership works together with PINFTAGRAM that Miss Tigger has actually shared previously. I will share with you guys. Let me see where's the poster. I will put it in our main TG. Give me a while. It's really exciting. Wait, give me a while. Okay, I've posted it in the main TG. So this is a really huge thing coming up because, as you guys know, this year is World Cup, and World Cup is actually in November. So we are going to launch this legal play finance private sale in the from the 20 next Friday, 29th of July, next Friday. For those people who are interested, we in fact already have let me see where's the okay, this is the website. In the website, you are able to see what we are going to do, what is most important thing, what is actually the white paper. Okay, now this is a huge thing, not only to legal token. This is also a huge thing to um, um, PINFTAGRAM itself. Let me just explain to you why it's also big thing to PINFTAGRAM. Now we're going to launch this as an NFTs, which means that this legal play is just like another project that is eventually going to partner with PINFTAGRAM. Okay, I you just imagine that this legal play is just another project. For example, any projects, it could be Titano, it could be whatever projects, Fino, whatever project. Okay, it's a project that do not have any NFT platform. They want to partner with Instagram. So legal play is a showcase on how it actually works. What they do is they actually create all these World Cup NFTs for collection purpose. And this is huge is because we are going to sell these legal play tokens and NFT out. Now, for those people who do not know, there are a total of 32 teams. This legal play is huge is because once we are actually going to launch it, there will be people who's going to buy it. Now, if you actually go through the tokenomics, you actually see all the in the white paper, you see all the tokenomics to buy into private sale. All it costs is only 500 BUSD. Now we because of the volatility of the crypto market currently, we only accept BUSD in private sales. So we are not going to accept BNB. So I need to share this in the beginning first. So this legal play is important and it's going to be huge. Also, part of the marketing is we're going to have we're going to have a few famous footballer who's going to market and who's going to share. Now, this is very exciting because one of the footballer is a very famous person. Anybody who don't even know much about football or soccer would definitely recognize this person. Okay, because this person actually won the Premier League Golden Boot before. He was even a recipient for the famous FIFA Ballon d'Or. Okay, so he's going to share and he's going to be one of our spokesperson. He's going to share uh, our this FIFA Words project. So whatever he share, whatever he support, we will actually put it in our website so people can see that we have a few other footballers. So marketing is massive for this project because World Cup is really massive. So what happens is that we are offering to our private investor private sale. You can buy after the private sale is finished. We have another pre-sale. Then only we actually launch towards the public. Now for those people who buy in through our private sale, once you buy in, minimum is 500 BUSD, you would actually be given 3 random NFT cards. These 3 NFT cards that we have would be on football players. Okay, there are a lot of football players. Okay, each team there will be about 23 to 25 football players, and there are 32 teams. In, in short, we are talking about over 700 over players NFT, and this is how huge this is going to be because we save up a lot on the marketing and we save up a lot for this project because we want to make this as a huge project. The more people buy in and buy the NFT to build their collection, the more you guys earn in the PINFTAGRAM. Because whatever sales that we actually earn from the NFT in this legal play, 10% would go to the PINFTAGRAM project. That's why I told you that even if you have a smart person will not be asked after today, a smart person will not be asking when will the Tiggy Dex be up immediately. You won't ask already, unless you're just trying to be funny only. If you are looking for long-term consistent uh, money or profit, you will definitely not asking Tiggy Dex already. You want to accumulate more PINFTAGRAM tokens. So just imagine we have 736 players, and each player we are going to release a number of a quantity of NFT. Of course, as usual, we would have the rare, we would have super rare, and we have the common NFT cards. Okay, we can even allow people to trade. Okay, so once a person buy in through a private sale, they will get a pack. Inside the pack, they will probably get between 3 to 5 NFT. We have not decided how many cards will be inside there for our private investor. Maybe private investor early one, they will get 5 cards, and maybe pre-sale, we're going to have 3 cards. More details I'll explain to you. Now, we will also have what we call a collection album. Once a person who has completed all the NFT of all the players of a certain country, full set, they will get a reward. We might even print on a hard copy and they actually send a plaque to them. Okay. Now, those people who buy legal tokens, what can the legal tokens actually use when you actually buy the legal tokens besides you having the NFT? Is that um, the legal tokens, you are able to use it. Once we launch, we will actually have games. Okay, I'm not supposed to say the word bad. Okay, we are supposed to have games eventually once World Cup start. And this legal token is important because there are games where we're going to go and guess who is the winner. For example, Group A. Group A is you have 4 teams, which is Qatar, Netherlands, Senegal, Ecuador. So you can practically play and guess who will be the winner between, let's say, for example, England and USA. So if England and USA is actually playing, you can practically use your legal token, okay, and put a punt and just play a game and see who wins. We would have a few other combination like who you guess will be the top scorer, who will be the eventual winner, who's going to score first, who's going to get the first yellow card, and so on so forth. So it's going to be huge. For people who likes to play on football and bet on football, this will be huge because it's a chance for them to make money. And one of the reasons they can do it is by buying legal token. Now, obviously, if you invest in private sale, you have more legal tokens. Okay, if you go through the tokenomics, you will get more. Once you get more, it means that you would have more uh, model. You will have more money to bet. Okay, so this is very, very important. The other thing is the tokenomics for this. For those people who know, the tokenomics for this would be for the legal play. We also do have certain tokenomics whereby we have something called the anti-dump mechanism. Okay, something that is similar to lock pay. Okay, I'm open. So we actually did see what is LockPay trying to create, and we also improvise with it. So for those people who actually know, the difference between us and LockPay is coming up with some utilities along the way. Okay, I have attended their AMA as well. Okay, because I also did invest in LockPay to understand how the system works. Okay, but they are waiting for their utilities is going to be up. Currently, they don't have any plan. That's why you see that their charts are actually coming down because nobody is buying in because there's no other upcoming news or utility that's going up. That's why for us this is massive for us. So for those people, for you guys who know how LockPay works, you would know that by buying into private sale, immediately when it launched, your value of your legal tokens will eventually climb. If you are private sale, the value would definitely climb slowly. Now, when it climbs slowly, I'm not asking you to sell it, because even if you sell it, you practically can maybe sell 1 or 2%. You can't sell a lot. You can only sell 1 or 2%. I'm not asking you to sell. I'm asking you that at the end of the day, a smart person will keep it, because eventually your legal token value will be higher. Once your legal token value is higher, when this is launched, is worked up, and when you play those games, the value of your legal token is even much higher. You mean a private sales is already entitled for having more tokens. But if you buy and you hold, eventually it will go up. And when it goes up, definitely because once we launch, a lot of people will buy in. A lot of people will buy in. The price of the legal token will go up, which means that the value and the number of tokens that you have would definitely go up. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to say is that I've given you a lot of facts today. Along the way, I want to make sure that for the next 1 to 2 weeks, this 1 to 2 weeks is exciting time. Okay, there won't be silence. Whenever I join any projects, you will definitely hear a lot from me. Okay, because I'm the front man, so it frees up Bunny and Miss Tigger to do a lot of things. So that's why I'm the front person. Any question, just go ahead and ask me. So for the next 1 to 2 weeks, it will be exciting times, because I'm definitely going to share with you guys what I think. Okay, is the strategy moving forward. Okay, now of course I'm not the developer, so there's no need for me to say whether this is financial advice or not. I will just share based on my assessment, based on my opinion. Okay, you will definitely see me talking regularly and advising you what you should be doing, because I only have one goal, and that is to make sure that you guys who have invested in pre-sale of the legal play would do well, would earn more. And for those people who have PINFTAGRAM tokens, you even earn more, because the more cards, the more NFT we sell, the more you PINFTAGRAM holders will be getting. It's a no-brainer. Just imagine this is huge. There are total of 700 over players in the World Cup. And we also have NFT that is based on each country. And there are there are 32 countries altogether. When you add up together, we have other NFT involved. We have almost close to 800 NFT. and if each NFT we will only mean 1,000 only, for example, 1,000 is not a lot. You just times, you will know that it is massive. Once a person buy out of these 800 NFT cards, you times 1,000, that's about 800,000. It depends. It will be 800,000 to like 8 million. Just imagine when we are starting to sell this NFT commercial, because we intend to open it to commercial, which means that people can choose not to use legal token to buy the NFT. Some people don't want to be involved in projects. So what they'll do is they'll use BUSD. So we also accept BUSD to be to for people to actually buy into our legal token. So just imagine, it's massive. So whatever sales that we actually make, 10% goes to PINFTAGRAM pot. So for the next 1 to 2 weeks, I would show you all exactly. Okay, I would share based on my journal on a weekly basis. Okay, for the start, I will do it on a weekly basis, my opinion and my advice on my journal, what you should be doing. Okay, what I am doing, and you can follow up. Okay, as I said, because I'm a transparent person, I'm not the development team. I'm also an investor. I'm just a lead mod, but I want to be frank. I want to help as much as I can based on the knowledge that I have. Moving forward, what you should be doing. Okay, swapping PINFTAGRAM to WTF is, once if you can see and once you can see the whole picture, you will know that swapping PINFTAGRAM to swapping PINFTAGRAM back to WTF is not a wise decision. Okay, you can say, oh, I swap it, I quickly sell it, I earn a certain amount of money, I go invest in other projects. Let me tell you one thing right now. What other projects are you going to invest in? In the current market situation right now, a lot of projects are going very slow. They are stopping a lot of things. Okay, I've been in the projects whereby their marketing wallet got no more money. So they are saying that let's hold on for the next 3 months. Okay, let's wait. Let's ponder. Let's hold on first. Everybody stick together with one another. 3 months later, we will come back strongly. They don't have money. They don't have marketing. They don't have a strong team. So even if you swap it back, you want to invest in project. What kind of projects you want to involve? You want to invest in all the main projects that is similar. Okay, you can name it. I joined. I joined a lot of those AMA, even other Titano, Libro, Safu, Okpay. No, I've joined so many of them. I do listen diligent to them. See, under current situation, one thing good for us, okay, that differentiate this project from the rest is that the success of this project does not depend on just one token. So even if you have bought WTF, so what if the price is going down? As long as you have PINFTAGRAM token, or as long as you have, even if you have not swapped, for example, you have not swapped before this, you have not heard of me before, you have not swapped, you thought that, oh, that's it, man, I did not swap, I missed the chance. No, you did not miss the chance. You are still holding to WTF. So what advantage do you have by holding WTF? You are earning the rebase. The rebase of WTF is high. It's over 100 or 1000. Sorry, it's 300 or 1000% APY. You are still earning the rebase. And very soon, I understand from the core team that in the next 2 to 3 weeks, the one-way traffic for Tiggy Dex will be open, which means that I can just hold on to my WTF first, let it earn rebase first, okay? Because the World Cup is not coming in so early. You see, people will start to buy from next month onwards. You see, accumulation. So even if I miss out, or if I want to have more, I can buy more WTF. I make sure that I hold WTF. Let it rebase first. Let it earn the rebase, 388,000%. Let it rebase first. Maybe after 1 month, 2 months, then only I swap over to PINFTAGRAM. Once I swap over to PINFTAGRAM, based on the rebase that I've actually earned for the 2 months, that PINFTAGRAM value is quite huge one, depends on how much you actually buy. So once I have the PINFTAGRAM tokens in my hands, I will forever earn the money pot that is being generated for PINFTAGRAM. The way I see it, PINFTAGRAM is the key thing that holds all the tokens and all the projects. I'm not sure yet, okay, because I'm not the developer. I don't see everything, but the way I see where this is actually heading to, a lot of projects will be linking to PINFTAGRAM, and because WTF is also linking to PINFTAGRAM, as long as you have WTF, you can anytime swap, and as long as you hold PINFTAGRAM token, it is going to be massive. Okay, so as I mentioned, I have 1 week to explain more to you on how this legal play, and I'm going to explain more on tokenomics because not everybody here knows about the ADM system and then what is the difference that we have and how do we stop people from dumping. Okay, so the ADM is the anti-dumping mechanism. It's supposed to stop people from dumping. It works, but you must have a strong utility. One of the things that we are different is this FIFA verse will definitely be a huge thing for us. Okay, so I end before I open up for question. I just want to end to explain and reassure you why I think this project is different is because the success of this project does not depend on just one token, because the holy grail and the end goal is actually the entire ecosystem, which I myself will have some time to understand how it works, and I guarantee you that through time you will hear more with since I'm in this project, I guarantee that you will hear more from me on a weekly basis than previously. Okay, thank you for your patience. I've talked almost 1 hour already. Okay, so I'm going to open up for any questions that you might have. So if you have, just raise your hand. I'm going to open up if you have any question. Anybody? Oh, my lucky day. Okay, so if nobody have any question, then that's fine. I know that a lot of you have told me that it's 3 or 4 a.m. at your place, but it's fine. You can go through this recorded message. If you have any question, just ask in the main Telegram group. All my mods will be able to share with you the answer. If they can't, we will discuss about it. I will definitely be able to answer you. Okay, so thank you for joining the AMA. So I shall see you all again, and I will update you all soon. So I will be sending the poster on who are the winner for the PINFTAGRAM contest that we have. Okay, thank you everybody. Good night.